Welcome back to the Curious List channel. Today we have a countdown of the top 10 vertical takeoff and landing warplanes. We'll be showcasing aircraft that defy the need for long runways and prove how ingenuity can push the boundaries of aviation technology. Vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) aircraft allow militaries to deploy jets from small spaces, including ships and remote locations, providing a significant tactical advantage. However, developing these aircraft has proven to be a challenge, with many projects falling short. Let's dive in and see which warplanes made history, and which just missed the mark. At number 10, the VFW VAC-191B. The VFW VAC-191B was part of NATO's quest for a supersonic VTOL strike aircraft. Developed in collaboration with Rolls-Royce, this plane featured a hybrid engine system similar to the Harrier, utilizing two lift jets for vertical takeoff. Although technically sound, with a neat propulsion system and a streamlined design, it suffered from poor maneuverability and a low thrust-to-weight ratio. Ultimately, the project was cancelled in 1972, unable to justify its continued development. However, its innovative approach to VTOL made it a notable attempt in aviation history. At number 9, the Ryan X-13 Vertijet. Dubbed the Pentagon Easy Chair, the Ryan X-13 took a unique approach to vertical flight. This jet employed a tail-sitter design, lifting off and landing vertically on its tail, which made it look like it was balancing on its tip. Despite its ability to perform impressive maneuvers, like crossing the Potomac River to land at the Pentagon, its unconventional method was ultimately deemed impractical. The military lost interest in tail-sitter designs, and the X-13 faded into obscurity, though it remains a fascinating chapter in the story of VTOL aircraft. At number 8, the Lockheed XV-4 Hummingbird. Intended to spot enemy targets for the US Army, the XV-4 Hummingbird was perhaps the least effective aircraft on this list. Utilizing an ejector-augmented propulsion system, which used air to boost thrust, the plane never generated enough power for successful vertical takeoffs. After two prototypes crashed, the program was abandoned. Despite its failure, the XV-4 represented an early exploration of technologies that could have revolutionized VTOL aircraft, if only they had worked better. At number 7, the Yakovlev Yak-38 Forger. The Soviet Yak-38 Forger may have been overshadowed by its Western counterparts, but it remains one of only 3 VTOL jets to enter military service. Serving the Soviet Navy from 1976 to 1991, this plane had a unique auto-eject feature that could automatically launch the pilot if engine failure occurred during vertical flight, a necessity given its reliance on lift engines that were prone to failure. While limited in range and payload, the Yak-38 laid the groundwork for the superior Yak-41, and it remains an important milestone in Soviet aviation. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. It really helps the channel. At number 6, the Ryan XV-5A Vertifan. The Ryan XV-5A Vertifan attempted to push the boundaries of lift technology by incorporating fan-in-wing lift systems. These fans produced 3 times the thrust of traditional nozzles by moving large volumes of air slowly. While an innovative idea, the complex control mechanisms made the plane difficult to fly. The aircraft also suffered from tragic accidents, including one where a dummy was sucked into the fan during trials. Despite its potential, the vertifan was eventually abandoned, but its lift fan concept would later inspire the F-35B's design. At number 5, the EWR-VJ101. A collaboration between Heinkel, Messerschmitt, and Bolko, the EWR-VJ101 was a futuristic design featuring 6 engines for vertical and forward thrust. With a top speed of Mach 1.14, it was the first VTOL aircraft to break the sound barrier. However, the design posed significant risks, particularly in the event of engine failure, and the project was shelved in favor of more practical alternatives. Still, the VJ101's ability to reach supersonic speeds as a VTOL aircraft is an impressive engineering achievement. At number 4, the Dornier DO-31. Designed as a VTOL transport aircraft, the Dornier DO-31 was meant to provide logistical support for forward air operations. It was capable of carrying troops and supplies to remote bases, but the concept proved too complex and costly compared to simpler short takeoff options like the C-27 Spartan. Despite its limited success, the DO-31 represented a bold attempt to create a large-scale VTOL transport, showcasing the ambition of 1960s German aerospace engineering. At number 3, the Yakovlev Yak-141 series. The Yak-141 was an impressive Soviet VTOL fighter, boasting a swiveling thrust nozzle and a top speed of Mach 1.4, far faster than the Harrier. However, its reliance on afterburners for vertical takeoff caused severe overheating and erosion issues. The program was cancelled due to economic difficulties in 1991, but Lockheed Martin took note of its innovations, which later influenced the development of the F-35B. Had it been completed, the Yak-141 could have redefined the Soviet Air Force's capabilities in the Cold War. At number 2, the Lockheed Martin F-35B Lightning II. The F-35B is the crown jewel of modern VTOL aircraft. Using its Rolls-Royce integrated lift fan propulsion system, this stealth fighter can vertically take off and land while also being the first supersonic VTOL to enter service. With unmatched situational awareness and advanced radar stealth capabilities, the F-35B is now a key asset for the US Marine Corps and several allied nations. However, its VTOL capability comes with a cost: a reduced fuel capacity, making it the shortest-range variant of the F-35 family. At number 1, the Harrier. Taking the top spot is none other than the legendary Harrier, the first operational VTOL fighter. Famous for its 4 steerable jet nozzles, the Harrier didn't need extra lift engines or complex swiveling wings, making it far simpler and more effective than its competitors. Entering service in 1969, the Harrier was a game-changer for the British and US militaries, eventually evolving into the more advanced Harrier II. Even today, its legacy lives on, as it set the standard for VTOL aircraft that followed. That wraps up our countdown of the top 10 VTOL warplanes. These aircraft showcase the incredible innovation and challenges faced by engineers trying to achieve vertical flight in military jets. Although only a few made it into active service, each played a vital role in advancing the technology we see in modern VTOL aircraft today. Let us know in the comments which plane impressed you the most. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content like this.